Okay. Hello, everybody. So today we'll practice. Last week we went to near the end of the form, a parrot closing up, and so we'll practice up to there and and go over that last one. So let's prepare. Opening. We're up left. We're up right. Go back. Press. Push. Heel whip. Raise hands and step forward. Like crane. Spread wings. Left knee brush and push. And strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Right knee brush and push. Left knee brush and push. And strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Parry block and punch. Correct, closing up. Okay. All right, so one more time together and then I'll watch you do it. So, prepare. Opening. Forward off left. Forward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hands. And step forward. Like crane. Spreads wings. Left knee brush and push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Right knee brush and push. Left knee brush and push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Parry, block, and punch. Apparent closing up. Okay. All right, so I'll call it and let me adjust the recording. If I don't spotlight myself, it can if you make noise, it can put the camera on you. And then, does anybody care if they're on the camera for a couple seconds? I can blur your face out if you don't like it. Okay. All right, so let me watch you do it. Prepare. Opening. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off left. Ward off right. Right foot forward. Right foot forward. Yeah, move back, Michael. I can't see you if you're. Yeah, there you go. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hands and step forward. Like crane, spreads wings. Left knee brush and push. It's left foot forward now. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Right knee brush and push. Left knee brush and push. Hand strums the lute. Left knee brush and push. Left foot forward. Left foot forward. Parry, block, and punch. Okay. Apparent close up. Apparent closing up. Oh, okay. Okay, does anybody have any question they want to do first? I'll review this apparent closing up uh, anyway, so you don't have to ask about that, but anything before that? Okay, so let's review a little bit from the beginning again. Uh, so watch me. And if you can see, if you all have a TV, that's the best way. You have a computer attached to your television and you can see everyone. If you can only see me, I can see all of you at once. So it's better, it's nice to see everyone, okay? But if you can just see me and then, well, if you're gonna practice and you need to see someone, I'm just gonna stand there and look at you, then you could yourself with Zoom, put the camera on somebody else, right, by pinning it. And then you can follow somebody if you need that. But if you see everyone, then you can follow what you like. All right, so from the beginning, we start like this. For our style, we start like this, our palms facing in, even touching our thighs. Shoulder width apart, feet pointed straight ahead. Lift your head. Okay, drop your shoulders and elbows. When we swing our arms forward, turn them near the bottom. Okay, turn them, and then they come up, palm down. Other styles, yeah, they do other things, but ours is just like this. From the side, I'll show it. They swing forward and up, pretty straight, and then your elbows go first, and then you bend at the wrist, and then feel pushing down. So basically, we want to feel pushing down. Some styles go like this, they bend their knees. When they do it, we do not. We swing them up, and then some styles do this. They bring them in and then push down. We don't do that either. We just come up and then feel pushing down. They just don't fall. In your mind, we have to start thinking of something that we're doing, okay? We would say what the energy is. So what we're doing is, coming up is okay. We're just swinging them up. But now we want to feel, the way we usually describe it is like you're pushing a ball down into water. So what happens when you do that? It pushes, it's harder to push, right? The further down you push it into water, it's pushing back up. Right, so you have something to push against, and you push it down. And we say almost to the bottom. Your hands are in front here. They're not all the way back to where they started. They're in front some, because we're gonna do stuff in front of us. So that's opening. Opening, and the rest of your body doesn't do much, just your arms. Then for ward off left, we shift to the left, we turn to the right, open our toe to point to the right corner, and then we look to the corner, then we shift to the right and sit. We shift first and then sit. Some styles might want to just sit in the middle, kind of sit and kind of shift over. We shift over and sit. And at the same time that you shift, at the same time that you sit, you turn back to the right, to the left, and you swing up your right arm. And at the same time, you change the shape of your left arm to point down, and you sit, okay? That would be like the snapshot, the second snapshot. 3, you close your arms. They close and you step. You put your heel right in front of where your toe was, so it stays on the same line that your foot was on. Then you shift over and you lift up and you push down. And you end up in a bow stance, your torso straight up and down, okay? And your arm points off to the 3 o'clock. So this is 12 o'clock that I pointed at, then the 3 o'clock direction, your arm points there. And it is a little bit bent, but it's not too bent. So some styles go like this, and they kind of do just the opposite of ward off right. They lean into it, they bend it a lot, they do it even maybe this big, not all the way to your hip. and then they turn and they just kind of turn it over. Okay, but for our style, it comes up and it's big and the arm is pretty straight. Can you see? It's not totally straight. It's not like this, but it's comfortably straight. We would say Tai Chi straight. So when we do ward off right, that one is bent, okay? Like, a quarter of a circle. This one is bigger. It's similar. If I could go like this, it would be the same. But because I turn my body to the right, I can open it, okay? So it's Tai Chi straight, which is straight with a little bend, all right? Okay, so and then you look off to the 3 o'clock also. So that's ward off left. So let me see you do that. We start from opening. We'll start from the prepare, and then I'll watch you do it. I'll face you, but I won't try to do mirror image. All right, opening. Turn your hands at the bottom. They lift up. Keep them straight. Tai Chi straight. Push down. Almost at the bottom. Shift left. Turn right. Separate your hands. Shift to the right. Sit. And circle up your right hand. It's pointed forward now. Then close your arms and step. Here we're pointing still at 12 o'clock. We're still pointing, here's 12 o'clock. You step for bow stance to 12 o'clock. Bow stance. So the first one, we point ourselves. All right, you understand 12 o'clock, the clock, right? So this is 12 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock. The bow stance, we're going to open our toe, and then the bow stance is going to be 12 o'clock. All right, forward, straight forward. Then we're going to turn 90 degrees, and our bow stance is going to be to 3 o'clock. Okay, the bow stance is where your feet are shoulder width apart, all right, on 2 different lines, like a foot apart, kind of 9 inches to a foot apart, say. Then the front toe points straight, the back toe points to the corner. Okay, so that's the bow stance. And the front leg is bent, the back leg is straight. All right, that's the bow stance. And then, so when I have that, the direction, we don't want to be in the middle. So when we turn to the corner, we point our toe to the corner, we want to step to 12 o'clock on this line that runs at 12 o'clock and make a good bow stance. And then our arm points to 3 o'clock. We look to 3 o'clock, but we don't have our footwork towards that direction. It's kind of 90 degrees to that direction. Let me see you do it again. We'll start from here, from pushing down at the end of opening. Okay, ward off left. Shift left, turn your toe to point to the corner, circle up your right hand and sit. Step towards 12 o'clock with your foot. Just put your heel in front of your toe and close your arms. And then lift up and push down. Okay, lift up and push down. All right, let's ward off left. Okay. Here's something, can you do this? Let me see if you can do this. Let me see how you look doing this. This is just opening and closing your arms. Open, close, open, close. You can just stand up. You don't have to make a bow stance for it. Open, close. We do this in a lot of places. Open, close, open, close. Oh, okay. All right. So that's, yes, it's something, it feels something like turning a big wheel. Okay. But we do it in a lot of places. And for our style, just to be clear for new people, the top hand is lifted, at the wrist is tilted up, but the arm itself is not flat. It's angled down, the elbow down lower than the wrist. And then it's kind of parallel to the bottom arm. The bottom arm, the left hand points up, is kind of near your elbow, under your elbow. and the top hand is kind of over your elbow, maybe a little bit forward. Okay, so that's the our closed arms posture. And the timing for a lot of things is like this. We circle and close step. Just as they close, that's when you touch the floor with your heel. Okay, so when I say step, that means touch. So if I do this, circle, step, just as the arms get to this position, that's when you touch. Brush, push. Okay, the name step is step. That's when they touch. Okay, that's the timing. So when I say step, that's the timing. You're touching there. If you take a step, back, turn, circle, step. The step is that you touch, you're touching, you're not moving your foot when I say step. Okay, so that's how I would call it. Not circle and step, brush, push. I would say circle, step, brush, push. Because right after as you touch the floor, you start to brush forward. Step, brush, okay? Step, brush, and put your foot down. Step, brush, and put your whole foot down. So when I do the cues and call it, that's got the timing in it, all right? So we are clear about that. Yeah, I did have something else for the knee brush thing. Oh, then okay. So we call it the knee brush. I'll do it from here. Oh, yes. So we do it from here. Circle, step, brush, push. When I call it, I'll say left knee brush, right knee brush. Left means your left foot is forward, left leg forward, okay? And you strike, it's a reverse strike. You strike with the other hand. So left knee brush, you strike with the right hand, but you're in a left bow stance, right? So, and then to remember, when we do the knee brushes, the one arm, the striking arm, is going to make a big circle down and then come up, pointed at the corner. Then it's going to bend at the elbow and it's going to stay back. The elbow is going to basically stay back. And then you're going to push forward with it, all right? Straight out from your shoulder. That's the easy hand. That's the main hand, all right? The other hand, though, has to do something. And what we wanted to do is we want to do this. When one goes down, the other comes up. We want it to be up, like in front of your face. The brushing hand is going to come up and push down. And then it's going to brush forward and then fall there by your knee, say. All right, so be careful here that just don't swing them like the same kind of swing to get the back there, brush, push. The one goes down, this is the big swing, all right? Bend your arm, push. The other one, though, doesn't just follow, or even just some people just do that. You just kind of swings up and falls back down. It's going to go up and push down, and then brush, and then fall down. Okay. Okay, up, push down. Up, down. So we're going to draw a circle. The right arm here is going to go and draw the bottom half of the circle, and then kind of be level and strike out. The left hand is going to go up and draw the top half of the circle. Okay, top half of the circle at the same time. So they're both going to make half a circle. One, the top half of a circle, up and down, and the other, down and up. Okay, together. When we do it from here, it's maybe more clear. It's smaller. Turn your palm up, then top and bottom of a circle, brush, push. Okay, so we want to have this going on, this. All right. It's the meaning of the circle. This is deflecting. So they come to punch at you, you go deflect it away. They go to kick at you, you go deflect it. all right? Just get inside of it, make it miss you. This one, they're punching at your face, you deflect it. Deflect, okay? And then you're in a position that you could grab them, okay? Deflect, and then you could grab them. And pull. So this is like a pulling forward. But if you just do this, then you're not protecting your face at all, right? And that's fine if they're kicking you, right? Deflect, and both hands deflect. But if you don't know where they're gonna be punching, and you shouldn't probably know, if they're here, they're gonna punch you, they might punch you into the solar plexus or the stomach, they might punch you in the face. So you go and you deflect both, okay? Get ready at least to deflect both of them. All right, so be careful there. Let me see you do that one. We'll do it from this one, from White Crane. Left foot forward, all right. 1, turn your palm up. 2, circle both arms with turning to the right and step. Then put your foot down flat, brush. Push, bend your knee. Okay. Okay, again. Palm up, circle, step, brush, push. Our style is also different than other styles. Other styles do this, if you've done other styles. They come up and then they're they go like this up. Then they're brush and just kind of like let it fall down. They only worry about the main hand, and the other hand just kind of goes with your body. Our style is different. Our style it goes up and down, and then, that's a little different, and then it brushes forward. It does this. It has this energy, the energy of polish it, wax on, wax off, all right? So the wax on, wax off, it makes a circle, okay? The energy, we only go out with it and then we let it fall. But it's got this in it. It's another kind of deflecting thing, kind of, but it's more like a pulling. So if you got somebody here, you could pull them, okay, pull them away. For us, pulling is more like this, okay, to the side, extending your arm. We do cloud hands, we do pulling, okay, pull down, okay, that's pulling. A lot of people would think pulling, they would think pull towards you. We do that kind of in push. This is like pull towards you, push away. Okay, we do that somewhere, but most of the pulling is away from you, not into you. Okay, so like pull, but anyway, you can just think of this wax on, wax off, make this kind of circle. All right, so a one-handed polish the table, have a circle. Okay. So don't leave that out. Don't let it just fall. Don't let it just fall and not be on its own. We have from here, when you bend your elbow and put your foot down flat, that's when you brush forward. Brush forward. Your arm points forward. Your arm is kind of straight. Look. Brush. It's bent, curved in. It's straight. Actually straight. And then it just falls. It's already basically straight enough, okay? Because when it falls, it's at your hip, all right? When it falls, it's like this. Well, let me say something about our favorite shapes. We have 2 favorite shapes. Ward off, right? Which we do for ward off, all right? That's the ward off shape. And push. Now the push shape is interesting. It's our favorite. This is more of our favorite shape. We do this more everywhere else. This shape, it's not like this. It's down and up. It's a curve, but I want your fingers to point up. So if your arm is too straight, your fingers won't point up. They'll, be too hard to point them up. So lift your palms, then bend your elbow so that your palms can point up, your fingers can point up, right? That's the shape. All right, this is the same shape as this, okay? Hanging down, here and here, hanging by your hip, That's the same shape. Or you could say for the knee brush, by your knee, it's the same shape. It's hanging down from your, okay, if your arm hangs, what does it feel like? If if you're not pulling it back or holding it forward, it just hangs there. Then lift your palm and bend it enough so that your palm can be flat, right? If you have it too straight and it can only be like that, bend it a little bit more so that it's palm facing down. But then, look, let it have don't hold it. Don't hold it forward or pull it back. Just let it hang there. That's the right place for it, okay? That's the right feeling. At the end of your knee brush, it's just hanging there, okay? At the end of your ward off, it's just hanging there, down from your shoulder. You don't have to, we're not pulling it back, we're not holding it out away. It's just sort of hanging there, okay? So one arm's doing something, this takes some effort lifting it up. The other arm can rest a little bit, right? When you do the other one, the other side, this is striking out. This arm now, the left arm can rest down here by your knee. Anyway, that's one shape, push, but where else is it? It's also here, come up and turn it. That's the same shape, okay? It's just rotated in your shoulder. Okay, it's like the same. And I will say this, it's not identical, I guess, because, let me see. Because my fingers are kind of pointed in. Here, this is more of what I would do if I'm pushing forward. It's got a little bit of a curve to make the curve. We like to make curves. Okay, so, but basically it's the same with the elbow down and a little bit of a change in shape, just a little bit. But basically, so the two favorite shapes we have in a lot of places. I can't think of another one. I mean, most of them are hanging down, but try to make them feel the same. So when you do the knee brush, don't do the knee brush like this and then go forward and then have it be like this, right? That is not this shape. This shape here, hanging down. If your elbow is too bent, it's not the same shape, okay? So our push is not to here, it's out to here. It's just not out to there. Now there are other styles, I'll say this too, and they have different frames, so we could call a frame. And so our style, we do what we call the large frame, which we make a lot of the movements kind of as big as we can. And the way to feel that is like, wait, I have to be bigger, okay? And then you can be like too big, and it's like, no, that's too much. And you back it off and find where that edge is, and then make it there all the time. When you push, some styles are like this, okay? And they don't hardly move their arms in and out at all, okay? Our style is make it as big as you can. But if this is too big, relax a little bit, okay, there. Feel it. Feel where the edge is, where now it's too much, okay? And then don't put it at the too much. Bring it back and find where it's not enough. I will say it like this. Here, if my arms are bent too much, they have too much, my hands have too much freedom. But if I extend it, now you can see the circle's kind of getting smaller. And now, right at the edge, they kind of can just shake a little bit, but they're connected. It connects my arms to my back. And so they can't move now, I can feel it in my body. Here, they can move around by themselves. Coming out further, it goes to my shoulder, into my back. I cannot move them that's what we want. We want your body connected to them. So when you strike them, your body is pushing them, your back leg is pushing into your body. The energy can get from your leg to your hand. If you don't push out enough, you've got to use your arm and strength, okay? And that's too much. This is mainly striking. So right at the end is when you want to be connected to your body, okay? Pushing, yeah, you'd be touching them here and you're pushing the whole time. But for striking, right at the end, okay, at the end, you want to be really strong, connected to your back leg, okay? And so try to make them big enough, your movement's big enough, and involve your whole body, okay? So just an overview again. When we do the knee brush, we're turning and swinging our arms in step. We turn and sweep, and then we finish the turn with the strike out. Okay, so your body is behind all the movements of your limbs. One way to say that is that we move from the center. The body, the center is turning, tilting, and makes our whole body, it radiates out into our body. Okay, so that's one thing to think about. I mean, there's a lot of things you can think about. To begin with, how your body's moving, it's just moving. Then think about maybe your center moving and making your body move around, okay? But then we want to think about the energy and what we're doing. So we want to feel lifting, push down. We want to feel pull, push, okay? We want to imagine that somebody is there and that we're fighting them, okay? Connected to them, doing something to them for a while at least. When you memorize a whole form and then you have a good habit of how you move around by imagining the opponent, then it's a higher level to forget that and just move around and feel lift and push down, turn, open, close, up and down, okay, turn. Just go through it, make the shapes, okay? Because then your mind is, because it's imagined the opponent for so long, then your mind is still feeling push out. You don't have to imagine there's somebody there and you're pushing him, right? But just bring your hands in and let them come back out. It'll be all coming through your body, right? When you have enough experience. So a higher level, then don't have to think about the opponent anymore. But when you learn, it's helpful to learn and think about the opponent, and that will help you to be coordinated, right? If you imagine grabbing them and throwing them down, that will help to be coordinated. Otherwise, if it's just, it's just swinging your arms around, then, it doesn't show any meaning. So by imagining the opponent, it'll help you. For instance, when you think of raise hands, handstand salute. If you do it like this, it's supposed to be under his elbow here, and this is supposed to be on his wrist. Well, that is some kind of giant. Okay, so that will help your hands to be in the right place. If you're touching, if your hands should be like an forearm distance apart, basically, and that you can use your own forearm. So you can say this is by my elbow, and then the distance is like an arm, right, between my hands. So you can imagine the fighting part helps you to line things up. Okay, so let's go on and look at what we did last week, and then we have some time to finish. Today should be easy. It's the last movement in the first section. All right, so I'll do it from this direction. After the last knee brush, part of that sequence, then we're going to go, parry block and punch. Parry block and punch, we're here. Okay, then we're going to do this. We're going to shift forward. Imagine they grab this is the part where you imagine the opponent. They grab you and pull you. You yield. You yield and let them pull on you. Just keep yourself upright. When you do that, you're naturally turn. Bend your arm, your left arm, bring it back more. Okay, so just don't turn like this. Bring it back. Then turn both palms up and cross your arms. Put your left hand under your upper arm. Here's your elbow, so behind your elbow. Okay, we call that passing palm. Passing palm, cross. Then separate and bring your arm over your middle of your forearm. Okay, drag it over your forearm. One up and one down, but don't lift up too much, but a little bit lifting up. Then turn back and rotate both arms, and then push. Okay, so we call this we usually call it apparent close up or apparent closing up, but a better name is really withdraw and push. Okay, withdraw your arm. So they grab you. Here's what the meaning is. They grab your wrist, you let them grab you, but then you bring it around and you bring them, they're like this now, okay? They grab you like this, you go like I can't show it. You go like, say they grab you from the outside like this, okay? You turn it and you make their palm up. So I grab like this, and then when they turn their hand up, I'm like this now, okay? Then you drag that, and because I'm also palm up, and you bring it and you catch their wrist on your forearm and make them open their hand. You make them go like this. You bring your hand down, okay, and you make them let go. So from here, you go here and then make them let go right in front of you, then turn back and push out. Okay, so what I mean right in front of you, I want it to go up and down close enough to you. Some people do this and they separate forward and back. This is just way too big. As soon as you've made them let go, then you turn and push them away. Okay, there isn't any reason. You're too far away to do anything to them now. Okay, so it isn't just make them let go. It's make them, and as soon as they let go, you turn back and push them away. Okay? All right, so how we're going to count it? We're going to say 1 is to yield forward and bring your left hand back in front of your left chest. 2 will be turn your palms up and cross. Okay, passing palm. 3 will be withdraw your arm and lift up a little bit more. Oh, this is ward off up. And both palms face back now. Both palms face you. Then turn back and rotate both and bring them down a little bit. Your right hand's already kind of in the right place. And then go forward, push. Okay. All right, do it again. You forward, passing palm 2, withdraw 3, turn back and go forward, push. Okay. Again. Yield forward, passing palm, shift back and withdraw your arm, turn back, push. I want you to be careful of something, and that is when you pull your arms back to push, it's very similar. It's the same actually as when you're going to push this way. Okay, and what do I mean? I want your elbows to be look out. Here, look in, out. So not too close to you. We don't want this feeling. The feeling is not for push. Isn't this? Okay, it is not like swing your elbows down and up. It's more like open to the side some and bring them back in. So the push comes from straightening your arm, basically, to come back out. Be careful not to just pull them straight back, because that will, we don't like to do this. So this is okay, because your arm is out to the side. If you bring your hands back more, you have to open your chest to pull your elbows behind you. And we don't want our elbows to go behind us, just out to the side. So when you pull your hands back, when you pull them towards you, your elbows go out to the side to do it, okay? So when we do this one, here, our elbows are out already. When I turn, I'm gonna keep my elbows out, okay? Don't turn and bring them in. Keep your elbows out, then go forward, and now straighten your arm to be in one line, okay? To be aligned forward, not sticking out. So it's got an elbow thing where we do the push. But this is like the same as push, going the other direction. Okay, do we have this one? I will, let me go on, and then, because I want to finish today the new thing, and then we'll put them together, okay, at the end here. The new thing is we'll go across hands. All right, so after you do apparent closing up, your left foot forward, we're going to do this. we're gonna turn a little bit, start to turn, and our elbow is gonna come out, and our hand is gonna tilt with it, okay? You can imagine the side of my hand being to the side here, and then here now it's diagonally pointed up, okay? The edge of my hand, okay, is gonna point up. Then I'm gonna turn more, I'm gonna shift to the right, and I'm going to like paint a rainbow up and down, back to shoulder height. So here I'm shoulder height, I'm gonna turn and up and down towards the corner. Okay, so paint a little rainbow, kind of a flat rainbow. And then at the sides here, I want to continue the circle of my fingertips. So I want you to do your fingers keep moving and turn your palms back. So fingertips, circle, and then your hands go down, and then they cross, and then they come up. So this is cross hands. Okay, I'm just showing the hand. So from here, tilt to paint the rainbow. Don't go too high, don't go over your head, but okay. Then, just in front of your face, high. Then, make your palms face back. And at this point, you're actually shifting back to the left. When they cross, you're stepping to be back in like the horse stance, basically. And then the right hand's on the inside, then they come up and they're touching kind of in the middle of the arm, the forearm. Okay. They're touching in the middle and they're kind of flat, see? So this is too much, 90 degrees, flat, a little flatter. It's like ward off. It's the angle of ward off, but they're both doing ward off. This is, yeah, that's good, LG. This is double ward off is another name we don't usually use, but it's, you know, when you have this already, it looks like crossing. And then you do this one and we call this one crossing. The name, I'll say this, apparent close up is for when they would, if the government would shut your building down, they go to your door of your business and they put a tape on the door, you know, across the door like in an X. So apparent close up, this is the X, okay? Well, that's the same, this cross hand, that's also an X, you know? So it's both names, so they want to call both of them crossing, so they call them, it's like being closed. It's like being closed up, but that didn't make any sense. So for 3+ years, I didn't understand what that's supposed to mean at all. And then I got a book and it said, it means sealed as if closed. And still, that didn't make any sense, but except until then, that's when they seal your door, okay? So that's what that is, sealed as if closed, okay? As if closed is apparently closed. That's the name, apparent close up, not close up, close up. So that's why I say apparent closing, that's what I say. It's not a good name. That's why withdraw and push is a better name. All right, so the footwork looks like this. It's simple footwork. So we're in a bow stance. We're going to shift. We're going to turn, point our left toe to the straight direction. Then we're going to shift back and bring our foot back and shoulder width apart. Okay, and we don't stand up here. And that's closed. Let's cross hands. Okay, let's do it together. So from push, left foot forward. 1, turn and turn your arm. 2, paint the rainbow. Shift strongly all the way to the right. Don't be in the middle now. Now we need to shift back. Have your fingers make a circle and point back. And then start crossing your arms. The right hand goes on the inside. And then when they come up, it'll be on the outside. From the inside will be on the bottom. Okay, and the bottom is on the outside. Does that make sense? Anyway, the way I think about it is the right hand on the inside makes it on the outside. at the end. Okay, we do it like this. You come under and then lift up and it'll put it on the outside. Don't think, just close your arms and then like that. Okay, so on the inside and then come up on the outside. Come up under, the right arm under the left arm. Okay. We do this crossing other places later when we do kicking. If you're going to kick, we'll have with the right leg, we'll have the right arm on the outside. And if you kick with the left leg, you have the left arm on the outside, okay, to match the kicking. All right, so cross hands. Do it again. So from push, 1, turn, start turning, turn your arm. 2, up to down, back to shoulder height, point your toes straight. And both arms, the left, with your body turning, the left arm came forward a little bit, all right? But the right arm to the corner. Then little circle to point your hands back as you start to shift to the left. Then they are going down, and about when they're going to cross is when you step and then lift up. The meaning for this, the martial meaning, it's a double ward off. So if somebody comes to grab at you, say, grab your collar, you go like this. That's cross hands. That's like the meaning for cross hands. So like this, okay? But we don't show it like this. We show it here, but it's to ward off, And the fun part about this one, I like this one very much, actually, is when somebody goes to grab you, you go like this and you get in their elbow, okay, inside their elbow. And then when you go like this, you can pull them. You get in their elbow, because they're like this, you get in their elbow and you go like this, and you can pull them towards you. And then they will not like being pulled towards you, and they will go, start to pull away, and then you push away. So, we show it like this for push, pull them, push up. But that means you grab them. Here, you don't have to use your hands. You use your arm into their elbow here, and you can pull them in and out, okay, just like that, and then push them away. All right, so it's fun, I would say that. It's fun. So here you go grab me and you go like this, and just with your sticking to them, you can pull on them, and they don't expect that. So you pull them that way, and then you can push them away. So it's that's where the push should be. Not, we have it already. We have this push, and then we have this push, and so this is also, we go into push. At the end of the first section, that we show closing. All right, the closing form. So there's 3 sections. They all end with cross hands. So I'll show the closing form. Your cross hands like this. You're sitting. So we do closing this way. We stand up and extend our arms palm up forward. Okay, keep them shoulder width apart. Keep them straight enough, all right? And then we're going to make a little circle and turn them over. And then push down, like opening. Okay, so that's it. From here, we stand up and open to point straight ahead. We make a little circle and push down. The little circle I want you to do is like this. You imagine like basically you're under someone's arm, and you come around and come on top. Here and come on top. Okay, so if you have somebody to practice with, then you can feel how that would work. So if you touch them under their arm and you want to get on top, you make a little circle to get on top. You can't just turn your hand over and be on top of them. Okay, you need to come around. Their arm is not very big, right? So you just come around their arm and then kind of pull down, push down, pull down. Okay, so I want you to do that, not just come up and then just turn them over and then come down, but there's the come around, push down. So it connects them also. So here, turn it over, push down. it's here and then circle and down. All right, so from here, stand up and extend forwards, circle and come down. We don't have we don't have a lot of pauses except at the end of things. So from here, we stand up, make a little circle and push down. So we're not stopping in there. But here, after pushing down, there is a little pause. Then we'll do one more thing, and that's back to the original position. So from here, then just put your hands back to the sides of your thighs. All right, so it starts and ends in this prepare posture. Okay, the Wuji posture. Okay, so let's, any questions on it? The closing form is easy. Cross hands, kind of easy, I think. Let me see you do the cross hands. I'll watch you do it. So from here, from push. Okay, cross hands. Basically, paint a rainbow with shifting to the right. And then point your palms back as you turn around and shift back to the left and step and shift to center. Okay. Oh, that's something I left out. So when you cross, they cross at your arm, okay, not by your wrist, closer, middle of more to the middle of your arm. And the other thing I want to say is, be careful here. Some people do this. I'll show you exactly what they often do. They go like this, and then about here, they got their foot pointed. They're already like back on their left foot. So don't just go swing it over there and then just done. I want you to go a big shift, because that's reaching, then shifting back, and then to the middle. With lifting up, I want you still to be shifting back to be in the center. Okay, so be careful with your lower body not to be too far ahead. It's easy to get to in the middle, and then your arms are just moving by themselves. So we want to have the arm move by your body, by your center. Okay, paint a rainbow. And then shift back and cross and step. Okay. Okay. All right, do it again. Paint a rainbow. Shift, left, step, double lifting up. Okay, then closing, stand up, little circle, push down, and back to start. Okay. We're out of time. Do you have a couple minutes? I'd like to do the last movement with it. Okay, so from parry block and punch. Is that right? Yes. From parry block and punch, apparent closing. Then cross hands. And closing form. That's also confusing. Closing, and we already had apparent closing. I didn't tell you the meaning of this. The meaning of this one is that you feel somebody's over here. You feel somebody is over here, this corner direction. You go, want to hit them, but then they're not there. Then your focus turns like, oh, they're really here, and they're grabbing at me. And then you come back and you do the cross hands. Okay, so it starts off like striking, but a strike would be like this and stop. but we're not actually striking. So swing your arm over there and then, come back to here. Okay, come back to straight direction. Okay, so it's like you start off going to this direction and then you just turn it around in the circle and come back to this direction. So that's sort of the meaning of it, right? So that's kind of weird. The circle doesn't, we're not hitting, supposedly we're not hitting. So, all right, so do it again. So from a parrot block and punch, a parrot closing, and push, then cross hands, turn, paint the rainbow, close your arms, and lift up. Then closing form. And back to start. Okay. Okay, so.
Mike,
Yes.
could you show the feet in from push to cross hands?
Okay. Okay, cross hands. So the feet are just this. When you are painting the rainbow, close your left foot, point it straight. Then shift back. It's in the right place now. Shift back and pick up your heel, touch with your ball of your foot, and now come to center, shift onto it. Okay? So very, very simple. Some things are simple. You know, the simplest is a parrot closing up is they just go back and come back forward. Don't move them. That's the simplest. Okay. Any other questions? Anybody? All right, well, thanks very much for coming today, and we'll see you next week. And what I intend to do is I intend to go on into the second section, and we will still practice probably the first section to get into the second section, and it will be part of our practice, and review things in the first section, but we will learn new things in the second section, okay? So, all right, so see you all hopefully next week. Thank you.
Okay.